3, 4. Okay, yeah. I think that's good. We're, fucking Divinity is what we were talking about.
Yeah, Divinity.
The
video game, not like the religious.
No, not like not like actually unlocking the divine being in your soul or anything like that. I mean, we'll get into that later, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
We have a fucking... I should have cracked this open before we started recording, but, whatever. Fuck it.
It's a special episode.
Exactly.
It's a very special
Super
episode.
special. In-person hostage situation going on here. Skylar flipped it. He has the gun on me now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in his bedroom. There's the gun in the middle of the table.
One bullet, and I spun the chamber once.
Yeah. So, one of us is gonna pull the trigger later, and we'll see, like, literally Russian roulette. I don't know what I just Russian roulette?
Yeah,
We're just gonna play Russian roulette on the show. I mean, that's the next step.
The last episode. Very last episode. But yeah, no, it's good to have you here in the Goon Cave.
Dude, thank you. I'm honored to be surrounded by, like, this air of just sadness.
Oppression.
Yeah.
Depression.
Mm-hmm.
Impression.
Mm-hmm.
All of the above. That's what I cultivate a certain sort of environment.
There's an aura that I'm feeling, and,
as negative as possible.
Exactly.
It's like an anti-home is what it is. But it's my home. It's not like I'm a homeless or houseless or whatever they call it now.
Yeah, unhoused.
I
think that's the current one. Yeah. I think there might be a new one that we're stepping on right now, but
yeah, maybe.
It's probably like, right. Misplaced is a good one.
Yeah.
The misplaced. I don't know. That sounds...
Sounds like you were put somewhere that you shouldn't be. I guess that's kind of true.
Yeah.
In a sense.
That's like being put in, like, the special classes, but you're just a normal guy who's just stupid. And you're just bad at math, and they're like, oh.
You were just misplaced.
Yeah, you're misplaced.
You're not retarded. You're misplaced.
Exactly. I fucking took... Okay. I took special classes when I was in elementary school, but it was called, like, gifted enrichment or whatever. I don't know if Kansas had it, but
something similar to it. There were classes that were like higher placement, whatever you might call it.
Like the way it was set up in Louisiana,
it was the opposite of the special ed, as you would say.
Yeah, that's the
it was more to cultivate. People that might have been ahead of the curve a little bit. If you were really good at math, like. Yeah, I know my times tables like the back of my hand.
Yeah, there's just normal basic knowledge that, like, it just makes sense, Yeah. And then, like, on top of that, so in Louisiana we had this thing where, like, once a week I would go to a different school with, like, different teachers and, like, a completely different environment. Mm-hmm. But we would do shit like we had a whole unit on, like, medieval castles. So we, like, built a castle out of fucking, like, construction paper and shit. Mm-hmm. And I learned what, like, palisades are and what the outer wall was and, like, all the different, like, structures of a castle and shit. I can't remember all of them now.
Right. I mean, it helps you in your day-to-day.
Yeah. Exactly. Incredibly practical knowledge. Yeah.
I know the difference between a trebuchet and a catapult.
But 100%, yeah.
It's useful knowledge. It's fun knowledge to know.
It's cool. That was just one unit, though. We spent a unit on, like... It was weird. They split us up into... Because it was still elementary school, but it was, like, around the time when middle school was trying to implement what, like, high school does, where you, like... go from class to class instead of just being in a class with one teacher who taught all the different subjects, that in-between fucking shit. But, so we did, like, one unit that was, like, one part of the day the teacher would teach us, I don't know, it was just, like, castle shit, or, like, we went over finances one time in... I can't remember what grade I was in, but I was in, whatever class, and we literally talked about credit cards. Oh. And it was like, hey, the teacher broke down, like, she had a legit example of She was like, this is an American Express black card that doesn't have a limit.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, what does that mean? And then she like explained something, and then she pulled up like a spreadsheet, and it was like, here's, you have a balance of 15,000, blah, blah, blah. Uh-huh. And then, like, if you make just minimum payments, you're going to be making, because interest, and then she showed us, like, compounding interest. Yeah. And then, like, went into, like, if you don't just pay the minimum, then, like, you'll be okay with credit cards. You just have to be smart about it.
Oh, yeah.
And make big purchases and shit like that.
Yeah, make big purchases and don't just pay the minimum amount. Yeah. Because you will get fucked in interest.
Yeah, like, you get absolutely fucked in the butt by just paying minimum interest. And I was like, okay, that was a lesson that I learned.
That's a harsh lesson to learn.
Yeah.
Because it seems like, it's like free money. But it's not free. It's anything but free. No. I keep getting the emails that are like, hey, if you want to increase your X $1,000 credit limit, because I'm a very rich man, and I have a credit limit of like $37 million. $37 million. God damn. Yeah. So, I believe it. I do believe it. I'm building my credit. It's on the way back up. It's whatever. So, what? Why was I talking about that? I feel like your teacher was just trying to flex that she had an American Express black card. I know she probably did, but I like to think she pulled it out and she was like, "You stupid kids wouldn't even know how to steal my fucking shit if you wanted to." I mean, I was in like 5th grade. She's like, "Do you know what this is? Flex. This is." You'll never have one of these. Yeah, I mean, it just terrified me. At that age, I was scared, dude. I didn't understand. I was like, why would you even get a credit card in the first place? It's fucking stupid. And then she was like, that's not how it works. And I was like, why does it work like that? And they were like, you're, autistic. Then I became an adult and I went 10 years without a credit card. My credit, my credit was fucked from a whole lot of different things, but that was probably the one thing that it's probably good I didn't, because I would have maxed them out and not paid them back. Yeah, I mean, why the fuck, that was the mentality I had. That's the point of having free money, is to be like, oh, I can wager it or whatever. I don't know. I'm bad with money. Sports betting is legal in some places. Sports betting is huge, dude. It's huge. I'm seeing advertisements for it all the fucking time, and I'm like, wow, should I gamble? It looks really easy now. Yeah, it's like a thing that went, I think, a lot of Midwestern states. Yeah, I know really the good old MOs doing it, man. It's huge. And it's huge. It's predatory in nature, but I mean, you can make it. I mean, all gambling is really. All gambling is just preying on people that have that dream of making it super big, and for a lot of Americans, it does happen to one of them sometimes. That Mega Millions was up there pretty big last week. Is it still going? Did somebody win? No, somebody won it. Oh, someone in the Midwest. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Shout out. Sure it was if you're the fucking lottery winner, we'll have you on the show. We know how to have multiple people on now. It's still really hoping for Taylor Swift. That's my dream interview. There's a Tay-Tay on. If you go through Ancestry.com in my family tree line, a solid 6 or 7 times removed, we have a connection to Taylor Swift through my mother's family. That's awesome. Yeah, it's weird, and I'm like, okay, well, my mom's connected to some dark people though. just some real bad motherfuckers in the past. So that's all I'll say. Yeah, I guess I haven't brought up because now I can bring up my ancestry. Oh yeah. Yeah. Did you send me the fucking the breakdown of your percentages and shit? Yeah, because I had 3% Italian. Oh. In me. Yeah, right. Oh. I was like, all right, well that's the only part of it I'm gonna focus on, because the other stuff was all of course. Most of it was the British Isles, German. Very heavy German. Franco, yeah. Yeah, wasn't your grandpa named Adolf? Yeah. Or great-grandpa, my bad. Oh, my good old great-uncle Adolf. I guess, if it was that Adolf, he'd be a great-great, potentially.
Yeah, I don't know how old Hitler is.
He's dead.
I mean, he's dead now. Yeah, I guess in the height of the World War, I don't know how old he was. I never really thought about
20.
it. Really?
Yeah.
I was trying to like, you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, but like, it's hard not to compare yourself to like famous people.
Where is this going? Where is this going? We were just talking about it. Do you compare yourself to Hitler?
No, I'm not comparing myself to Hitler.
Are you comparing me to Hitler?
I'm not comparing you to Hitler. This is a weird branch. This is a weird branch off, but like, fuck, what was I saying? Comparing yourself to people at their ages. You know, the whole, like, oh, Forever 27 Club and all those dudes that fucking died. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, fuck. Like, you take a step back and you're like, oh, they were, like, super duper famous at, like, 25, 26. Yeah. Like...
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. I don't know.
I mean, technically, it's skewing younger nowadays because, you know, the advent of streaming and sitting in front of a computer and talking about YouTube videos. That gets you that can get you a lot of clout.
Dude, it could. A lot of money. If we were recording video right now and then we just had, like, a projector, that's, like, projecting onto that screen, that would be perfect.
Onto my satin curtains.
Yeah. The black satin curtains, ladies. You heard it here first. This boy got style.
900 thread count.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's a lot, right?
That's a lot of threads.
That's a lot of threads.
At least 900.
I mean, that's more threads than I can count for sure. I don't have the attention to count to 900. Who could fucking do that? That's stupid.
That is stupid. Mm-hmm. It's a waste of time. If you're going to count to 900, you may as well just keep going until you pass out.
Yeah, you might as well just kill yourself.
Yeah, that too.
Sorry. What were we, ancestry?
Yeah, ancestry.
You're Italian.
Italian.
You're Italian.
Yes,
hey!
Mama Luigi.
Hey, Giuseppe. Why you not tell me you Italian? I can't.
If you do drugs, you'll go to hell before you die.
Well, now I don't feel bad for making fun of Italians on this show. I have no Italian in my ancestry. It's very... Really? Yeah, not at all. That's why I'm a tiny little twinkish little fucking piece of shit boy. I have no Italian, strong Italian. I have like 1% of the Vikings... of, like, you know, Sweden and Norway.
Everybody does. They raped everybody.
They pretty much, I mean, yeah, you're right. They pretty much
I felt bad because my mom brought, like, she's like, oh, yeah, we have a little bit of Scandinavian. And I was like, you know why that is, right?
Yep. Yeah, somebody in my fucking family tree was raped by a Viking.
Brutally.
So.
But they survived.
Yeah, they survived and had a kid from it. And, you know, here I am, thousands of years later, hundreds of years later. I don't know history, dude. There's so much history that happened that...
There is a lot of history. I mean, there's more history than we have recorded it, technically.
Yeah. Like, there are people who existed that didn't even, like, write down anything.
Yeah.
And that's fucking crazy
just told through story.
Yeah. Like, they just, like, hung out and were like, oh, did you hear about fucking Steve? He caught a boar... with his bare hands. At least that's what he's saying. But, like, I looked at that boar, and there were fucking spear marks. I mean, come on. What is he? He's not going to strangle a boar with his bare hands. He's lying.
But nobody's going to say anything because he's, like, the alpha Chad of the village.
Yeah.
And he said he strangled that boar. He strangled that boar. And to say otherwise means, you know, you get fucking thrown into the holy river. With a bunch of stones tied to your feet.
Yeah, to see if you could fly. And then, you know, if the gods had protected you in that way. But they, you know, chances are they fucking didn't.
No, most of the times they did. The gods favored, you know, whoever was in power, to be honest.
Usually that's how it goes, aren't they? I mean, gods are pretty good about, like, aligning themselves politically with the best party.
Yeah.
You know? At least that's what I learned from watching Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's true.
They didn't get into enough of the gods and the old god shit. Like, I probably am gonna have to fucking read the books, I think, at this point. I'm just gonna have to read the books. It was a good show, but you know.
I'm sure George will appreciate that.
I think so. George, shout out George. You're welcome on the show.
Friend of the show. Come on anytime. Come on anytime.
Teach me how to make my fantasy novel super good.
You've got to reach out to us, though.
Yeah.
We're not going to reach out to you.
We're not going to, yeah. I mean, come on. Yeah. That's a lot of energy, and I'm spending that energy doing, like, alpha male super Chad shit all the time.
My inbox is always full. It's always full, intentionally.
Yeah. Just filtering messages fucking day to day. Like, you can't even, you have to look at your phone, and then you don't have time you're on the elliptical. No, you're not, you wouldn't be on the elliptical. That's for ladies. You would be on the free weight bench press. You'd be super duper squatting, or what are those called? The what, deadlifting?
Yeah, deadlifting.
Maybe you'd be deadlifting.
Deadlifting.
You'd be deadlifting like 700 kilograms, and
that's right.
But your Instagrams are going off, and like you have to spend time fucking filtering that, and it's like, bitch, I'm trying to deadlift. It's a hard life, dude.
It is a hard life. Yeah. It's a hard life. There's people in the gym, you don't want them there. They walk past you trying to get to like a different machine. You have to instinctively like drop the weights on the ground and like puff up your chest and get as like close to them as possible and ask them what their deal is. And you don't ever elaborate. They're like, what'd I do? And like, what's your problem, dude? What the fuck's your problem? And you just keep saying that. You never elaborate.
You just like just interrogate, question them, and just what's your deal? What's your problem? You never answer their questions if they ever respond. That's just how you deal with people in the real world. Like everywhere I go,
every situation I've been in for like the past couple years. Just my first act is to get as aggressive about it as possible.
I'm walking into Cold Stone Creamery, and I'm like, I want a fucking Love It Size coffee master blitz, or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know what it's called. The coffee lovers fucking, I want it. I love it. And they're like, do you want whipped cream on that? I'm like, what? What are you insinuating? What the fuck? What do I want whipped cream? Do you think I fucking want whipped cream?
I don't know. Do you want whipped cream?
No. No, I don't. I actually don't. I actually don't like whipped cream. And
see, you already failed. You gave in. You were supposed to be like, do I look like I don't want whipped cream? Just really confuse them.
You think I could spare the calories on whipped cream?
So do I need it or do I not need it? Yeah. You tell me.
And then you don't tip them at the end.
Absolutely not. No, they get paid enough. They probably get paid enough. It's not like they gave me great customer service anyway. I mean, they initiated a conflict with me.
Yeah, who does that? Fucking makes a stink with their customers, and they're like...
Fuck you, Cold Stone Creamer. Go to Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins. 100%. Bitch. Yeah, dude.
And then I'd do the same thing at Baskin Robbins and be like... I'm going to Cold Stone Creamery.
And you just bounce back and forth with like super negative Yelp reviews, but with different email addresses. And they keep sending you, they'll say, like, Baskin Robbins will reach out and be like, hey, we're sorry you had such a terrible experience. Here's 3 fucking free Sundays on us. And you're like, all right, tight. And then you make a different email address, and then you go to Cold Stone, and then you make a super harsh Yelp review, and then they reach out and they're like, oh, we're sorry you said I had such a bad time at Cold Stone. At Cold Stone, we really want everybody to have a great time eating ice cream. I don't know. I haven't gotten one of those emails, but I'm working on it. I have one drafted that I'm complaining to Cold Stone. I'm just, I'm trying to put, like, you know what a poet does. They try to fit the exact correct words in the right spot. Yeah. Just the perfect sentence that'll cut Cold Stone Creamery to its core.
Yeah.
And then I'll have, like, one of those gold cards that's just like free fucking Cold Stone forever. That's how you scam your way into free.
Way up to the top. That's how you get free Cold Stone.
Yep. You just do that at every company. You do that at at a sheet metal company, and you just have free sheet metal for the rest of your life.
A lumber mill.
Yeah. Yeah, you have free wood forever. You go to you do like Ace Hardware, and then you can
get free nails.
Yeah, get free nails and like shovels and like any kind of tool that you need. Oh, yeah, and then you start digging a bunker in your backyard.
Okay.
And lining the walls with sheet metal.
Yes.
And then what was the first one? Baskin-Robbins, filling it with ice cream.
Yeah.
And ice cream toppings.
Yes, because it's non-perishable.
Yes.
Non-perishable.
It's non-perishable. Oreo pieces literally last forever.
They will last
I've
forever.
seen them. I've seen those boxes in real life. Oreo pieces. I mean, like,
yeah.
There's not really an expiration date on them. I mean, it's just,
yeah.
It's just like cookie and cream, but like it's not really cream, you know.
Yeah, well, no.
It's synthetic. Cream. It's some sort of synthetic corn syrup or something.
Goy slop.
Goy slop.
I think that's the technical term. Oh yeah, I mean it's a lot different than soy chow or.
I've never been a big bagels guy. Have you been?
Nah,
like,
never.
They're okay.
I get everything bagel with some cream cheese and that's all right.
They're okay. I mean every now and then, but it's not like a. Like, if it's not like a breakfast staple, like...
No.
What I think of, like, if I'm gonna eat breakfast, there's gonna be chicken eggs involved in some way. For sure.
Yes.
But I'm a dirty egg boy,
It used to be poor people food, but now it's rich people food.
Dude, you're right. Dude, oh my god, a dozen eggs is so expensive
like
right now.
$5 now for a fucking dozen.
It's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
It makes me so mad because I eat egg. That's like it was the staple.
Yeah,
I was
protein.
Here you have a lot of food in your apartment right now.
Yeah.
That I didn't have. Like the majority of the time, my refrigerator was just like eggs. Like 100% I had a carton of eggs because I would eat eggs. Like it's like it's a staple food for me. At least it works. And that's just my dirty fucking. Can I have a cigarette?
Yeah,
fuck.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. That's my dirty Midwest fucking farmer ass fucking.
Smoking is cool and is endorsed by this podcast.
I have not had a cigarette in years. Not years. It's been like since my birthday last year. So almost no, 2 years ago.
Wow.
When did I quit? Fuck, I can't remember. But it was whatever. It was around my birthday, either a year ago or 2 years ago.
Okay.
And
but you're gonna have one now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have one now because I'm
it's
fucking
a special occasion.
Up. It's a special occasion. Believe I don't just puke like I just fucking projectile vomit onto the.
At least close the laptop first.
Yeah, by the way, I do have the laptop open. We can actually, like, look up shit. We can't really, screen cap it. I haven't bought, I was gonna buy a fucking, an Elgato. Yeah, Elgato. Like the cheap starter Elgato. I thought it would be, we could at least stream or at least run, Switch games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. I need to get back into Monster Hunter because I never bought Sunbreak.
I haven't either.
I can't believe I didn't. I fucking love Monster Hunter Rise, and then I just never got Sunbreak.
It actually dropped on Game Pass today, I think.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Not Sunbreak, but the base Rise.
Oh, but Rise, yeah. I know it's on PC now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been on PC for a minute, but now it's on, PS5 and Xbox. I'm pretty sure Personas, they dropped... I think today too.
Oh shit!
3
really?
and 4, which I might play. I really want to play.
Oh,
3.
3 and 4. Oh shit, dude!
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna sign up with Game Pass when I get home.
Yeah. I've heard that there might be a 3 remake, so I don't know if because apparently this version they ported is like the weakest version. It doesn't have everything in it.
It's probably the base PS2 it'd be like, Persona 3 FES.
Yeah, it'd be like Persona 5.
It was base. Like Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3. Yeah, like, or maybe that was just like the first and second one. That it was...
Yeah, it had both titles. The Shin Megami Tensei because that was the more popular one. I don't know if it was more popular per se in Japan, but
yeah, it was at least
Shin Megami
like
Tensei was first.
It had made a name for itself.
Yeah, it was on like their whatever the home computer. I believe was where the first
the
one
PSX.
Launched. I think so.
Is that what that
the
is?
First one. Shin Megami, that is.
Fuck. We're at 25 minutes? Wow.
Hell yeah.
I didn't even fucking look at it. I'm always like, I usually look at it.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm weird. Not looking at it now. I'm looking at you in person. I'm looking at that gun that's sitting here. And I mean, I've relaxed a little bit, but like, at the same time, from this angle, I can't see the barrel. So I can't tell you if like this whole time, the way you're sitting, you could probably see...
Well, that's because it's like... It's like Vash the Stampede's revolver. Where it like you can't see the barrel from the front. It looks like a regular handgun, but it pops down and that's how you load it. You can't see it. That's the whole point. So I don't want people to see how many bullets because I never. I always put them in at random too, so that way if I like have someone held up and I do it and they don't die, then I can like make a really philosophical point about luck. But then I shoot them anyway with my second gun after that.
Yeah, the one that's fully loaded.
Yeah, I'm a psycho. I'm a straight up killer.
Straight up psycho, dude. I get it. Speaking of fucking, did you see that there's a Trigun remake?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a remake. I was going to ask you if it's a remake or if I assumed it was a remake. I don't know.
I haven't seen it yet. I've seen a few clips.
I looked at the thumbnails on Crunchyroll last night, and it's done in that, like, CGI. Ruby style, that, like, CGI. Knights of Shidonia and Ajin.
Ajin, yeah. I've heard that it is in that style, which is kind of a red flag.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
it's dirty.
Oh, and the last half of fucking, God damn it, I had it in my head, with the Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh,
like the
shit,
whole, third season was done in that CGI.
Oh, really?
Or at least all the fights were, I think.
Stopped watching it after some point. Yeah. It got real crazy, and I was like, whoa, this is nuts, and then good. I stopped watching it.
I don't know if it's because they followed the manga, but it just seemed like it was just getting bad, like story-wise. Like they played out the tropes already, and they just kept playing them out. I mean, it was cool, Escanor or whatever.
Yeah, that was about cool. When I fell off, was Escanor showed up, and he was like, oh, I'm a weak little twink bitch, and I was like, hey, I identify with that. And
but
then
not really.
He swells up to the super duper Chad boy who's like, this axe isn't a two-handed axe, no, it's a one-handed axe. And
he's like the opposite of Gother.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a very attractive woman. Nope.
Fake out.
That's a boy. It's not even a boy trying to be a girl. It's just a very beautiful looking boy.
That's just a cute ass boy, dude.
Cute twink.
God damn. Trying to get us. That's the thing. Is we're weak to the fucking little femboys, but that's because anime has been programming us.
It has. It really has. I think to an extent. It really has contributed to it because, I mean, there's, like, thinking back to high school, there were always those weird dudes that were, like, really, really into it.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yeah. I'm a late adopter weeb for sure. Yeah.
I would say I was into it, but I wasn't, like, Naruto running through the halls.
Yeah.
Or I didn't, like, show up one day wearing a Naruto. It was usually the Naruto kids that were the worst about it.
Unfortunately, dude.
That were always like,
I mean, that's why, like, I liked Naruto, but then, like, I saw the Naruto kids, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be like that, and that was really, like, I didn't really get into anime until, like, after high school, and then it was like, oh, and then I go off the deep end.
Yeah.
You catch me watching High School DxD and shit like that, man. Like,
I mean, speaking of anime, did you see that the final final part of Attack on Titan's coming out, and they're releasing it in 2 parts.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
It's part 3, part 1.
Part 3,
season 4, part 3, part 1.
Jesus Christ! Why Attack on Titan? You guys
they're just milking it now.
I'm so mad about that shit, dude. Like, oh, the final season. You're like, all right, this shit like is important.
It started at 100, and
it was so good, and then it just kept going. I mean, it got crazy.
It's still crazy. I still really want to know what happens.
Yeah. But they stop telling us it's the last part of it. Just say, like, okay, it's this next part of Attack on Titan.
Just call it a season.
Yeah.
Or what's that other word? The core, C-O-U-R, I think is...
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what it means, but...
Moncoeur? That's heart in French.
I don't know. I've saw it being used to, like, when a season, it's like another season, but it's all part of one season. Core.
I'm disgusted with how easy that cigarette went down. God damn
you're
it.
Gross.
I hate myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I fucking hate myself.
Quarter.
Quarter.
So it'd be like, it runs 1 quarter, and then it skips a quarter, and then it goes to another. So a part. So,
yeah. I mean, just stop telling us it's the last bit of it, because, like... You know,
they're just milking it.
They really are, and it's making me so mad because it's good.
To finish it.
Yeah,
I just want it to be over.
I just want to see like the run of the crazy fucking battle of like the final battle of all the Titans and all the people and all the summation of the technology and everything come together into one final hoorah, and then the aftermath.
I really want to see the rumbling actually happen to civilization. Because, I mean, they're already at a point where there's not very many people left at
outside of the Devil Island or whatever that like humanity. But I want to see those
Titans march on Marley and.
Yeah.
Not like I want to see them dead,
I mean, they were moving at the end, like they broke out of the walls or whatever, and it was like, oh, the rumbling started, and then it's like, here we go, and then it's like, end, and then we don't have anything for a year or so. I don't even remember
about a year and a half. I think it was last summer.
God damn, dude.
When it aired.
Like an Attack on Titan. So good, but fuck.
It is very
It makes
good.
me mad. And it's made me like femboys.
Really, Attack on Titan was the start.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan was the start for that.
That's where it is. I was
not Evangelion.
No.
The Kaoru. There were other femboys.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a cute one, man.
I don't know I don't know what anime I would have been introduced to my first femboy. I'm trying to think, because I mean, when I was young, it was like I watched Dragon Ball Z, Trigun, Cowboy Bebop,
right?
Because those were the ones that were on Toonami.
Yeah, I guess Ed in Cowboy Bebop was she wanted to be a girl. Yeah, she was a reverse femboy.
Yeah, tomboy.
Literally tomboy. Wow.
Yeah, reverse femboy.
Reverse femboy.
like an Arcana. But yeah, okay, I guess technically, yeah. Sure, but a femboy now, I can't think of anything. Nothing comes to mind.
I'm not too sure. It's not my bag.
Full Metal Alchemist, maybe. I think maybe. Ed dressed up as a girl at one point. Yeah,
sorta. I guess if you got really into like when Cloud dressed up as a girl in Final Fantasy VII.
I didn't play Final Fantasy VII as a child.
Oh yeah,
a lot of children did.
I didn't.
It's weird that there's. I mean, not weird. It's weird that I like when I think of that era in my life when I got into JRPGs, going from anime to JRPGs, same thing.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
It was Legend of Dragoon.
Oh man, Dart.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude! I want to cosplay him, like for real.
Oh yeah.
That dude has a sweet outfit, and he also has that that archaic. Or not archaic, but like the archetype of like I'm a mysterious.
He's
I'm
like
a dark, mysterious guy.
But I'm a hero.
I'm a bad motherfucker.
The fucking spiky hair and
Like I have a sword and it's a pretty big sword.
It is a pretty big
sword. And then
sword.
I have the armor that's uneven. I have a shoulder pad over the right or left.
I can't remember.
But not the other shoulder.
Yeah. A brassiere. I don't know.
A brassiere?
No, a brassiere. There's a term for it where you just have, it's a pauldron. But it's
like a cuirass or a, I don't know all the armor of that. I don't know armor shit. I want to learn how to fucking do that shit with like cosplay and shit, and be a smithy, but with like foam.
Oh yeah,
and like cosplay smithy shit.
I've always wanted to do like Monster Hunter armor.
Dude, that shit looks so good. Yeah, it really I want to so bad.
Yeah,
that's why I've been getting, as ripped as possible so that I could be as sexy. Oh, damn, dude, your hair's long.
Hair's long as fuck.
I thought my hair was getting long, dude. You're rocking the legit Jesus fucking hairdo.
I know.
That looks really good. Damn.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm fucking jealous,
dude. It's gotta be over a foot now.
Fuck. People tell me I have good hair, but fuck, dude, you have some good hair. No homo or anything.
Thank you.
But
I like yours too.
Thank you.
It's very artsy.
It's fucking retarded. Is what it is. I hate it.
I always wear mine up.
Like, I don't wear
it down anymore.
I'm wearing it down right now. Because I wear a hat when I work. I usually throw it up in a like a samurai top knot with the bandana. I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima, and that's what he rocks. He rocks that look. He's like a samurai dude, but the game, there's like 1,000 headbands that you can collect, and it's like he just rocks the bandana with the samurai top knot all the time, and I'm like, that's a good fucking look. It's a cool ass game, dude.
Huh?
Yeah, you
might have to show me how to do that.
You just throw it on, like, you line up your chakras, right, and then the crown chakra right at the crown of your head. That's where you gather all of your hair, and then you
I think it'd be fun if like we ever started doing YouTube stuff.
We were supposed to fucking do video.
I know.
Anyway, yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt, but if we do,
no, it's okay.
Once we start doing video shit, we're gonna do video.
I wanted to say we wanted to let's both go to a hairstylist, like a really nice one. We drop like $150 each, and we get like that fade but the broccoli top.
Oh my god!
I think that's
just the same exact fucking hairstyle.
Yeah, the same hairstyle. But the thing is, we come in like one after, like just right after each other. Like you're there during my haircut, and like, or I'm there during yours, and I'm like looking at your haircut. I'm like, give me what he has. I want to look exactly like him. It's like, and get like real angry if they suggest anything else, and be like, no, I want that. I need that guy's haircut. But it is that, it's that zoomer fucking, the fade. And you get it like permed or whatever.
That exact haircut, yeah. It would be the same. I mean, we have a similar hair color, I think.
Yeah, we do.
We have similar ethnic percentage backgrounds, I think. You had what? I have like according to my thing, it's like 68% England / British. And it's like, obviously, I mean, sure.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
My dad and my mom's side have a lot of British, is the thing. So, but come on,
sure. 66% English.
66? Oh, I beat you. Oh, I'm more British than you.
I'm more British. I'm more Italian and Spanish Portuguese.
Oh shit, you have some Spanish Portuguese?
1.4%, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, there was some weird
Porque no las dos.
Yeah. Oh yeah, whatever that means.
Es
I kind of knew that.
Muy caliente.
I was surprised there wasn't any Native American in me. I really wanted to have enough so I could make a claim. And
dude, that's what's up. I have less than 1% Native
really?
American.
You
yeah,
do?
yeah.
Oh wow, I don't.
That's my one claim to victimhood is I'm less than 1% Native American. So probably with the Vikings thing, somebody raped an Indian in my family, and
a Native American.
Native American. I'm sorry. Fuck. See, I'm a fucking piece of shit. Oppressor Englishman. It's in my DNA.
We call out racism when we see it here on the show. Yeah. That's what Midwest goonbags are all about.
You caught me. You caught me being racist in the act, red-handed, and not red like that.
I mean, I did say goy slop earlier.
Well, fuck, man. Who cares? I don't, whatever.
I love everybody. I love all people.
Yeah, I mean,
all walks of life.
Human beings are fucking
Italians.
Crazy. I like Italians. I've met some people who were descended of Italians. They're nice people. They're good people.
I always wondered why I talked with my hands a lot.
That's probably what it is. That genetic memory, that Assassin's Creed style. You go into the Animus and you wake up as like an Italian man, but like you're not Ezio Auditore di Firenze. You're like you're like one of those dirty street merchants that he runs over their stall and he's like, this will ruin my business.
Yeah, it's like the ones when you're like running and then he just like yanks it down and keeps running. Like, just ruin this guy's business for the rest of the day, just to get away from some guards.
Like, that guy made no money that day.
Absolutely
he didn't feed his family that night. No. They had leftover, like, hardtack, maybe, that he, like, swindled some sailors, like, sucked a sailor's dick for or something, probably.
I thought they had, like, macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese?
Meatballs. Pizza.
I don't know any like classic Italian food. Apparently, American Italian food is not like regular Italian.
No, it's not.
Like the tomato actually isn't a big deal in Italy.
I'm sure that big can of sauce I got for making spaghetti, or it's not a can. It's a jar. It's not a can. I'm a little bit more posh than a can of just tomato.
A can, like an aluminum can.
Yeah, it's a jar. I don't know what it is. I just picked one off the shelf that was like kind of not super expensive, but also not crazy cheap. Like, but it's not great value.
Not brand name like Prego.
Well, no, you have to go to like Whole Foods or fucking Hy-Vee or Dillon's sometimes. Dillon's is kind of like the higher class. Uh-huh. Walmart's where, you go to get the cheap shit that is still probably just the same price as Dillon. Really signaling that we live in the Midwest here.
Pretty much, dude. I mean, like, sometimes you'll hit up a Price Chopper and, like, there's a Price Chopper over where I live that's actually pretty decent, but it's expensive, dude. Yeah, but they have, like, a good variety. It's fucking inflation, dude, and... the economy and money. I've already established I'm bad with money, but like, fuck, dude. I don't want to fucking pay off student loans that I dropped out of school for. Yeah, like, that's stupid. That's fucking, like, I didn't even finish the schooling program. Why would I pay for it?
Yeah, all of it at least.
Yeah, like, it's not like, my presence in the building was causing them to use air conditioning and electricity and plumbing and anything like that. Practically, I wasn't fucking there. So, like, why would I have to pay for not being there?
Yes.
That's stupid.
It is stupid.
That's fucking dumb.
It's like when I go to McDonald's and I get a Big Mac and I can't eat all of it, I take it back up to the counter.
You say I found a hair in this.
I mean, I just say I can't finish this. Can I get at least, a quarter of what I paid for it?
Well, now you make me sound like an asshole. That fucking
makes... That's apples to oranges. Big Mac is not, it's not whatever.
It's not equivalent to like $11,000 of some fucking after college trading bullshit marketed at people who fucking dropped out of college because they're losers. Like...
You're not a loser if you drop out of college.
No, you're smart.
Bill Gates dropped out of college.
Dude, that's right. Exactly.
I mean, his mother was on the board of whatever, not MIT, IBM.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay.
At the time, and she was like, oh, yeah, I can give you a little money for a startup. That startup, Microsoft.
I see. So when they say shit like that, like, oh, look, Bill Gates, but I mean,
I'm pretty sure Elon Musk dropped out too, didn't he?
Probably.
But his parents owned a mine.
Yeah, he
emerald
owns
mines
like
in South Africa during the apartheid. We don't bring that up. You're not allowed to bring that up on Twitter.
Nah, shades of gray, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, come on. You can't...
Elon, not knocking you, dude. Friend of the show.
Friend of the show, always welcome.
Always welcome. You reach out to us, though.
We have the ability to record multiple people in a room now.
At least 2.
At least 2. I mean, there's an ambient setting on your...
We have another laptop, so we could potentially have a third.
Oh, that's right.
If we wanted
to. And I totally am in a position that I could be producing things, but I'm not, so... I've had the Google page open.
95.7 The Rock. Nothing but rock. All day, every day. This ain't your grandmama's rock. And then they play fucking Imagine Dragons. Nothing but the hardest metal for the next hour and a half. I'm waking up. You know, that's how it is. Like, I listen to nothing. Okay, nothing. Not on my way to work. My very short commute. I listen.
Yeah,
to the
your
radio.
like 3-minute drive.
It fucking rocks. Fucking rocks. Doesn't matter if the ground's icy or not. Fucking rules.
Yeah.
If you can get a job, I see why people enjoy working at home so much, because that's comparable. I mean, I still have to get out and drive and shit, but not having to drive to work rocks.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Or having a very short commute.
Yeah.
Rocks. I remember that one job I had in Kansas City where, like, it was like, what? It was like a 40-minute commute.
Yeah.
In the morning when the highways were empty.
When everybody was commuting to work,
No, because I left at, like, what, 4:35.
Yeah, it was super early.
It was super early, so the highway there was dead. Like, all the time. I mean, I'd see a couple cars, but then coming back, it was like a 40-minute commute on the way there, and then at 5 o'clock, it turned into an hour and a half. And
God, dude. It's fucking it's like every hour.
Yeah.
It's like 5 o'clock's real bad, but then it's like 6 o'clock is all the people who were like, oh, 5 o'clock's really bad. and then 7 o'clock traffic is like all the people who are really smart, and they're like, fuck 5 o'clock traffic, I'm gonna wait a couple hours, I'm gonna hang out, I can kill 2 hours, on my phone, looking at fucking TikTok or Reddit or Kiwi Farms or 4chan.
Our drama,
yeah. Like, and then those people get on the road, and then 7 o'clock, and then it's like 8 o'clock, it finally sort of slows down, but not really, because that's when everybody who went out to dinner at 7 o'clock are going home.
And also
like
the people that, like, get off work at 8.
Yeah.
I think that's a really big problem, is people think, oh yeah, I'll wait till after 5, because everybody gets off at 5. But, people get off work at whatever, 6 incremental
they offset
hours.
Other jobs fucking offset that shit, and they're like, oh, okay, instead of coming in 9 to 5, come in like 8 to 4, and then you're leaving at 4 o'clock, and then guess who's on the highway at 5 o'clock with everybody else? Like, I mean, we should really just abolish working.
No more working.
We should just not have business anymore. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
I agree.
I think the government should just let us suck its beautiful teat.
They obviously have the money for it.
I mean, come on. How much are we paying in taxes? I'm going to get back fucking dick in taxes.
I know, I am too.
I'm going to get nothing back.
It was such dick blow to me that, like, this is the first year that I've actually made a livable wage in a very long time.
Yeah.
And, like, I was like, oh, man, I can't wait for income tax because I always end up getting a lot back. Turns out, you get a lot back when you're poor.
Yeah.
When you're in a different tax bracket.
When you're kicked up a tax bracket for making an extra, like, $500 over what the limit is or whatever. So it's like you're not really making that much money.
Yeah.
You're not making much more money than somebody who is in a 10% tax bracket as opposed to a 12% tax bracket.
I know,
We started the revolution over the tea tax that was like 4% or something like that. Come on.
Yeah.
This is a right wing. We're hardcore now. This is a Patriot podcast. Patriot. Do you have more cigarettes? Fuck. I'm drunk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've got more cigarettes.
This is disgusting. This was the last one. I saw it. You're going to make me feel bad. I'm not going to smoke your last cigarette.
It's not my last cigarette. I have 2 more packs out there.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's alright.
Was this mine or was this yours?
Take a couple drags off this one, man. You don't need a full one.
You're right. I don't. I'm disgusting,
As
but
your
this
best
is a
friend,
celebration.
let me give you some, but not too much.
Thank you.
You
Keep
look
me
really
off
cool
of it.
while smoking that, by the way.
Thank
You
you.
look very cool.
It's because I lost weight and I take care of myself and I have anxiety, so I'm always moving. But, like, always moving means you're always burning calories and you're never fit. You're never, like, in a resting state. You're always in a position where you're burning
manic state.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Where, like, I don't sleep well at night. I don't get to sleep very well. But then when I fall asleep, my dreams are they're ridiculous shit of, like, oh, I'm back in college and I have to fucking, like, go to class, but, like, this comes up, and then I have to drive somewhere, and then the police get involved, and then I'm like, oh, well, you know, I didn't have anything to do with that, like, robbery, and they're like, whoa, how do you know that it was a robbery?
Really anxious dreams.
Just straight up, I mean...
You know, I had one of those last night, actually. It's weird, and you saying that reminded me of it. But the dream I had last night, I was in, like... I don't remember. I think it was where we used to live... that town.
Right.
We were there, and
Beep,
then for some reason...
Kansas.
Yeah, big old Beep, Kansas. And if for some reason, like, technology, like, there was some kind of EMP, I don't know if it was the sun exploded, or something, well, not exploded, but, like, all technology was taken down, so we were using, like... buggies and wagons again.
Nice. Nice.
But then, like...
lawnmower, fucking engine buggies.
Yeah,
that's
but it was, like, in a post-apocalyptic thing. And
yeah.
then, like, I remember at one point I got, like, nuked. Like, I was trying to get my buggy started up because it was, like, a mechanical buggy. I had to, like... I can't
you had to, like, crank it?
I had to, like, crank it, but
okay.
It was driven by a horse. And I had to crank it, and I got started, and as soon as I hopped in, like, I looked over and I saw a nuke. Mushroom cloud got up, and I felt my skin peeling off my face, and I died, and then I, like, respawned.
Jesus Christ. What?
Yeah.
Like, you were still dreaming?
Yeah.
You died in your dream, and then you continued to dream?
I don't know if I was dying, but it was, like, as soon as the thing went off, the camera went third person, was looking at me. I saw my, like, face, and, like, the skin just... blast off.
Fuck.
And that's like, I think my brain shut off and was like, no, you shouldn't see this.
That's crazy. That's nuts. Wow.
And then I respawned and I was like in the same place, but I didn't remember that.
But you respawned, but you were still asleep. You didn't wake up at that moment?
Yes. I was
what
like
the
respawned
fuck?
in the dream.
That's I've never died in my dreams. So that's
I don't
crazy.
think I died. I think I came close to dying and my brain was like,
and
no.
then you respawned.
No, you can't watch yourself die in a dream.
You didn't actually die. You can hit my vape, by the way, if you need to. Or
no.
if you want to. I've been hogging it and then I've been smoking your cigarettes.
Almost an hour.
Are we really? Wow, look at that. I last time I looked over at the screen, it was like 25 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
no, we've been
damn, dude.
doing good.
Yeah,
doing real good.
And I haven't even looked at my notes. Like I have some notes. Here's a joke, stolen from the Vaulted Patreon episode, but Edward Snowden, more like Edward Odin, and he's like really into Viking shit.
We're like Edward blowed them and sucks off whoever's giving him sanctuary. He gives a new meaning to whistleblowing.
Woo! Woo! Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, you workshopped that one. That was beautiful.
That was just...
Woo!
Popped in my head and then left.
Blows. It's the people giving him sanctuary in Russia.
Yeah. Sucks them off.
No wonder he's gotten by so long. For years now without getting hunting down. He's just great at giving dome.
They probably sent him to Ukraine at this point.
Oh my god.
You are no Russian asset. We send you to Ukraine. You fight in front line. And I mean, they're speaking Russian too. He still hasn't learned Russian. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna learn Russian.
Well, yeah, right.
He's American.
Dude. Yeah, exactly. If you're American, you're like entitled to not learn any.
Yeah,
other
learning
language.
Russian or Chinese is is entirely un-American.
Yeah. That's not what a patriot would do.
Japanese is okay.
Japanese is okay.
They indoctrinated us, and that's fine. They earn that.
You have to, just accept the fact that, femboys at first glance are like, oh, they're kind of cute, and then you're like, oh, shit. But, that's the indoctrination. But, the plus side to that is, you can drink sake and like it, or, you could do...
You can do a bunch of VTubers.
Yeah, you can be a big really VTuber guy. Yeah, you can do sumi calligraphy, which is what I do sometimes, every now and then. It's very cool. Follow me on Instagram if you're listening. Yeah. I have a lot of my fucking calligraphy on there. I do a lot of calligraphy. You made fun of it that one episode. It fucking got me. I was like, wow, you fucking cut me to the core, brother. You got me.
I don't remember. Doing it. I think it's cool. I mean, I don't have an Instagram, but Dane shows me your stuff, and I see it.
Nice.
I like it,
Good. I'm glad. Because
I don't think there's anything wrong or gay about doing calligraphy.
I don't think it's that gay. I mean, maybe sitting alone in your house.
Do you make it all big ritual and get into a kimono?
I spend 5 minutes in front of a vanity mirror and I'm putting on glitter,
geisha
eyeshadow,
makeup.
And, geisha makeup exactly. And I'm putting on the kimono and then I sit and I'm I do the prostration and bow
have your
down
little Buddha
and
statue with the incense and the bell that you ring. And
yes, the bell.
Little Shinto shrine that you got. And you do that before you ask the god of calligraphy, the 25,000 different gods of the brush that there are in Shintoism. You ask them for, to guide your hands so you can draw, the word ka.
That takes a while. It takes a while. There's the god, the god of horse hair brushes, and the god of the goat's hair brushes, and the skunk hair brushes, and the badger hair brushes. Those are pretty sick.
Yeah, those are nice.
What kind of beard brush? You have? I saw it in your bathroom.
Oh, boar.
I have the same one. Yes. Okay. Boar's hair.
Yeah.
There are calligraphy brushes made of boar's hair. Mm-hmm. You have to pray to all the gods. And give thanks and give honor and
yes,
whatever, I forgot what we were talking about.
Your calligraphy.
And super hardcore Shinto.
Hardcore into it.
I'm super into Shinto. I have to watch Princess Mononoke in its entirety in Japanese without the subtitles before I can do any kind of calligraphy.
So you're gonna learn the language.
Yeah, that's how you learn the language. That's just.
It's like watching The Nightmare Before Christmas and anything other than English.
I haven't thought about doing that, but that's a great idea to learn a language. Holy fucking shit. I was watching, I watched South Park. I saw that they have the Spanish dub of it on HBO, and I watched it was the Mrs. Garrison Lesbos 300 parody. Mm-hmm. I watched that in Spanish, and it was fantastic because it was so good. Because that was the one where the kids go up and they get they hire Mexican dudes to write the essay on the Old Man of the Sea, but it was all in Spanish. It was a Spanish dub. It was super cool. I'm gonna have to rewatch the entire series in Spanish now because it's awesome. Mm-hmm. I had the.
I mean, you do the same thing for an anime if you really liked it. You watch it all in Japanese or English if you're sub over dub or whatever.
Yeah, but then you rewatch it in the dub or the sub. I've definitely done that for a couple things because why not, right? Why not?
Why not?
It's fun. I think it's fun to watch shit in different languages. Probably gonna watch Last of Us in Portuguese or something.
Oh yeah, Portuguese. Oh yeah.
We need to watch Last of Us.
We do. We can't give any comment on it this episode, even though this would be the episode to make commentary on it because it's so close to its release.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's all been done by now. Everybody
probably
knows.
It's only 7:45. We could literally go watch the episode and then make another episode talking about it the whole time.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fucking down with that if you are.
Sure.
Here's the break the illusion. We're gonna record a couple episodes at once, ladies and gentlemen. And we're
gonna probably progressively drunker.
Probably. This might not even be the one that comes out first. Like it'll probably be the Last of Us one.
This one is very non, topical. This is a non-topical episode.
I looked at my notes one time for the Edward Odin thing.
I didn't really have anything in my notes. All right. Good night, folks.
Yeah, I love you.
We'll be back.